The moves I make, I most definitely have an agenda. I don't do anything to piss off a little peon. You know what I mean?
I can't believe a stand-up dude doing his time would suddenly say, I don't want to be here no more. I'm gonna become a rat bastard. And I'm gonna have my girl tell on my mans and them.
We'll just let it be told when the story gets told. And I'm only going to stick to the truth.
50 Cent was just spotted attempting to take down Big Meech once more. You will eventually become ill from the falsehoods, manipulation, and agenda that 50 has been promoting. Rick Ross just revealed the true motivation behind 50's attacks, and it's not simply a personal grudge, it's a premeditated attempt to permanently bury Meech. Yes, you heard correctly, before all of this chaos, 50 Cent and Big Meech really respected one another. Following Big Meech's release from prison, 50 was there to visit him, offering support and maintaining their close relationship. It made sense that 50 had based his BMF TV series on Mia's legacy, which gave his story a larger platform. The show debuted in 2021 and, in a sense, helped cement Meech's name in hip-hop culture. In addition, Meech was sentenced to 30 years in prison in 2008 after. He was found guilty of several charges, including criminal conspiracy and money laundering, for his involvement in the Black Mafia family empire. On October 15, 2024, he was released from a Florida prison early and transferred to a halfway house, where he will complete the remaining portion of his reduced sentence. Until his official release date of January 27, 2026, he will be subject to supervised release, which obviously doesn't preclude him from making an impression, but leaving was still a major thing, and 50 was there for him until the minute he wasn't. Since Big Meech had already teamed up with Rick Ross, he intended to make the most of his comeback by hosting a star-studded welcome home event that would rock Miami.
Ricky Rose, the time has come. Meech on February 13th. Get your tickets right now. It's going down. We know Florida gonna be there. Miami gonna be there. The legend himself.
And let's face it, after almost 20 years behind bars, it's only fitting that the head of the Black Mafia family returns to the spotlight with a proper homecoming, where Rick Ross will finally perform BMF in front of the man who literally inspired the song. However, Rose won't be the only one taking the stage. The lineup is packed with some of the biggest names and rap artists we're talking about: Savage, Sexy Red Kodak Black 42, Lil Baby 21 Doug Eske's Wallet I'm Your Boss, Mandelo, and more. But there was one man who was left out, and 50 did not take that lightly. If you know 50, you know that he expects complete loyalty. The man has been at odds with Rick Ross for decades, and now Meech is standing next to his biggest op. 50 was not having it, so let's go back a little and discuss this iconic feud between 50 Cent and Rick Ross.
For years. And I think this Rick Ross beef is the one beef that 50 will.
They got into a feud in the late 2000s about something so trivial that it was almost hilarious. It all started when 50 allegedly made fun of Ross at an award event. From there, 50 began attacking Ross's reputation, revealing his history as a correctional officer and portraying him as a phony. He even leaked an explicit audio of Ross's baby mama. Merely to make him feel bad, when Big Meech revealed his show with Rick Ross, 50 saw it as the ultimate betrayal since the feud was vicious and unrelenting, and neither party has ever let it go to this day. It wasn't just about business, it was about loyalty, so 50 didn't just let it go, instead, he went to fight.
You wonder about 50 Cent, but also it is a man's pettiness is uncanny. Like this, I feel it's everybody.
Following the announcement of the Welcome Home concert, 50 Cent wasted no time in responding. He posted a picture of a giant rat on Instagram with the caption, "I think I'm Big Meech." The caption's worst part was that it made it obvious that Meech had made the biggest mistake by cutting off contact with one important person, Tammy Cowens. You're not the only person who asks, who trusts? Former BMF member Blue Da Vinci claims that Tammy, who was Meech's business partner and aide in the past, turned on the FBI and became an informant. Tammy was supposedly placed in charge of BMF Entertainment by NCH while he was incarcerated in 2008. But by 2009, she reportedly began collaborating with the 50 likes a good old snitch accusation, and Fence Blue implied that if Tammy flipped, Meech might have done the same to get his sentence lowered. But this is where things get interesting. Since they had been working together for years, Tammy Cowens even sent 50 Cent a note for Meech.
I agree. It's unfortunate, right? Yeah. It really is, but I agree. So, we'll just let it be told when the story gets told. Yeah. And I'm only going to stick to the truth and keep it pushing, right?
That's it.
People were quick to point out 50's hypocrisy, asking why he was suddenly upset about Tammy's connection to him if working with her made him a snitch. Meech wasn't going to let 50 drag him like that without clapping back, so the very next day he hit Instagram. The message was clear, he wasn't having it. Rick Ross, who never passes up the chance to troll 50, jumped into the mess and laughed at how pressed 50 was over Meech while taking a picture with him. The post featured him and 50, but with a large rat sticker covering 50's face and an internet gangster stamped over his body.
Take a picture with Rick Ross. Like, put your back against the wall and just slide down.
But if you thought 50 was going to back off and move on, you don't know this man at all. That same day, he doubled down and posted yet another Instagram picture, this time mocking Meech's response. He made reference to Big Screech, his new nickname for Meech, which implies that he's a rat, and said that the texts that were going around were crazy before dropping another one. This time, it was a viral video of a random dude discussing snitching while wearing my face.
I get paid to snitch now. Really classified. I can't even really talk about this. Oh my God. I'm telling you because you're my boy. But don't, you see what I did to Roger? You seen what I did to Roger? He had 40 years? 40 years! You didn't want to sign that plea? 40!
According to the caption, Tammy Cowan was doing all of his dirty work, and she was the one who broke it all down. Screech led her and put her in touch with people to get his time cut. In other words, 50 keeps advancing the idea that Meech was planning behind the scenes to get his sentence shortened, but he didn't stop there. He also went after Meech's son, Lil Meech, accusing him of being ungrateful and betraying him. Lil Meech was caught in the crossfire, and 50 threatened to get him off the BMF show and publicly humiliate him. Worse, Lil Meech had consistently shown loyalty to 50. Lil Meech obviously didn't want to be involved in the war, and at one point he even tried to patch things up by texting 50 people to make amends. He wrote, "Now I'm mad at you when I take the shirt off my back for you. I can't believe this man. You act as if he is your enemy, but he only showed you love and loyalty as a human. I go through my own issues, but I never switched up on you." He even admitted it to Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he could afford to pay his bills until our next season, but 50 couldn't stand it. He took those private messages and posted them on Instagram, writing what the next season would be like for Little Ninja. He made it very clear that his star series BMF was officially a WAP. So if Meech thought he could make things easier, 50 shut that down right away. Then in his most recent attack, 50 decided to take things even more personally by posting a video montage of Rick and Lil Meech. The original post claimed that Ross and Roberts had dated in their adolescence. The clips showed them at her Sweet 16 party in 2018 and even rolling up to prom together. Was there a reason 50 needed to bring this up in the 2025 number? Did he do it anyway for maximum pettiness? No, but 50 wasn't just being messy for fun. He used the opportunity to mock Big Meech's parenting abilities and wrote why old boy didn't look out for Mimi and sent into acting. Big school come home believing you are the dark one. Screech all your people who were out did nothing for him. Pablo Escobar fucked him up and then boasted about the amount of money he allegedly made for the Feiner family, specifically through his BMF TV series on Stars. He claimed that while Meech was in jail, he was out here securing the bag for the family. I helped your family make over 5 million legit dollars. It's not my fault it's all gone. You think people don't see you want to shine so badly you're wearing the jewelry for babies, __. Despite Big Meech's public denial that he ever folded under pressure, 50 Cent is not easing up on him and is intensifying the snitching accusations. Give the baby back his jewelry, he said in a video reaction.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody treat me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before the sign, always.
However, 50 would not accept that and instead took to Instagram to tear Meech to shreds.
Never folded, never told.
You told Tammy to tell.
As if it weren't enough, Pettier 50 began making fun of Mech's concert. According to FIF, the majority of these musicians aren't even attending.
When Lil Baby don't show up, when Skilla don't show up, when Vizzo don't show up, all these don't show up.
I wasn't going to address this.
Reading drops, man. Look, he's reading this. Even go. You want the house arrest?
Furthermore, 50 made it clear in his comment that if the artist on the bill doesn't show up, will you want a refund? Big Screech won't even be there because he isn't allowed to leave after 6:00 p.m. However, he always gets the last laugh. So don't take my word for it and go ahead and freak out. 50 then made fun of me in a performance that appeared to be a video of him reading from cue cards.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before the sign, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family. Come out to the Amaran Arena.
What this means for BMF, the show, is the real question. He even said, "Oh lol, this is crazy, my stomach hurts. I just need a little help to get out of the way." The stars are anticipated to release the 4th season this spring. The 50 are threatening to fire. There is uncertainty about what will happen, and let's face it, 50 is petty enough to carry out that threat. However, 50 is not the only one causing trouble. Lil Meech plays his father in the series. Rick Ross was unable to avoid becoming involved in the controversy and is now discussing creating his own version of the BMF tale.
I do want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film.
Not just any film either. I'm calling in major Hollywood hitters, Ross says.
Which director? Shout out to my homie F. Gary Gray, Antoine Foucault, what's up? Tarantino. It's a lot of legends. This is gonna be big, I can feel it. I'm just talking. When you're talking to a major player such as myself, listen, when you're talking to a major player such as myself, the moves I make, I most definitely have an agenda. I don't do anything to piss off a little peon.
Even one of the 50's former G-Unit members, Young Buck, openly sided with Big Meech in the raging fallout from this feud.
And shout out to Big Meech. Welcome home. Quit playing with dude. Quit playing with dude. You know, I'm gonna say that much. Over and out. I catch y'all when I catch y'all. Y'all know what it is, bro. Hey, I ain't been on here in a long time. I'm gonna lick and see what the...
But when Buck defended me, 50 responded by stating, "This idiot broke up with me because he likes boys, and I didn't tell him to go love on." Fans began to wonder whether 50 Cent's obsession with beef was finally getting to him because he was so busy. The real question is 50 Cent truly angry about loyalty? Or is he just attempting to keep control of the BMF brand? Because if he's the one talking about loyalty, his son has something else to say.
Lil Meech should have known what he was getting into. And 50 Cent's son, Marquise Jackson.
After learning that 50 had cut him off for hanging out with Rick Ross, Maris Jackson, the odd son, wasted no time in making fun of Lil Meech.
really thought you were special. Who told you you were special?
Give it some thought. 50 has a history of exposing spies, but it's beginning to resemble a pattern, Ja Rule. T.I. and Big Meech are always the ones to expose these alleged snitches, but why does he possess all of this knowledge? Meanwhile, Big Meech and Rick Ross are unconcerned because they have their show booked, flourishing, and they don't seem to give a damn about what 50 has to say. But this feud isn't going anywhere. So what's really happening is that 50 Cent is trying to expose Big Meech. Or is he just upset that he's losing control of the BMF empire? Fans are divided. Some people think that you're all insane. But 50 Cent isn't wrong because none of the issue is acting in the way that you're all discussing, and that's why he. The idea is that Big Meech doesn't owe him any loyalty at all, even though he put them on and used their lives to make money off of BMF. BMF existed before and after 50 Cent, so while the show gave them some new relevance, it doesn't mean they owe him anything. The show has been doggish for years, but one thing is certain. Drama is far from over, and based on the current situation, we may be witnessing the most messy hip-hop feud of 2025 play out in real time. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below, and if you want more tea on the biggest hip-hop feuds, stay tuned for our upcoming video. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.